What's cracking, people? This is your man, Cousin T, and welcome to this installment of
I'm trying to give you 60 seconds of affection.
60 Seconds of Selectcellence, where doubt and iteration meet observable reality. Now, today's installment is brought to you by the T-Taw Tabernacle. Feel free to donate to the Hot House Healing Building Fund. The link will be in the description down below. Now, today's 60 Seconds of Selectcellence clip comes from Manosphere mainstay Donovan Sharpe. Now, I've been listening to Donovan Sharpe for quite some time, and he has a lot of interesting topics. And what I gather mostly is that he focuses on the relationship aspect of post-red pill guys. So this is the space where, okay, you start with a blue pill guy. He takes the red pill. He becomes aware. He goes through the various stages, and then ultimately asks himself, where do I go from here? You see, a lot of men can take the red pill, and then they get into this circular sort of format of pointing out issues with blue pill thinking, becoming enraged in that section of red pill awareness, and then starting it all over again. There aren't too many creators that go beyond the red pill and use that awareness and apply it when navigating the modern relationship space. I want to be very clear in distinguishing the difference between modern dating spaces and modern relationship spaces. What Donovan Sharpe primarily focuses on, as far as what I've seen, is tackling the various challenges and barriers that come with modern relationships and maintaining and providing a fulfilling relationship space for red pill guys to have some sort of value that can be taken away from the relationship space. So I think he produces a lot of great and interesting content. And actually, I referenced him in a video before because I can appreciate how he distinguishes the difference between being an attractive man and an arousing man. So this clip comes from a recent show that Donovan Sharpe posted regarding a breakdown of feminist thinking, and there's an article that was referenced. I'll link the post down below so that you can see the entire video. But basically, when Donovan was explaining and discussing why the sexual market value of a person is different from a relationship market value, he said a very quotable thing, and that is what I'm going to present to you right now, and I'll catch you on the other side. Here you go.
It's all fun and games in their 20s when they're riding the carousel, hooking up with dudes by the dozen, hopping from bed to bed, and attending slut walks. But after they hit the wall, now they start to panic. Now they start to realize that they better lock down a man soon before they've lost most of their sexual market value, which, by the way, is the wrong mentality, because sexual market value doesn't get commitment from select men. Relationship market value does. We talked about this last week.
Definitely great quotables from Donovan Sharpe in this particular clip, and it raises a lot of great questions. Primarily, what is relationship market value as opposed to sexual market value, and what does it mean to have commitment from a select man or commitment from select men? And those are topics that we try to cover and tackle here in the Select Manosphere, because at the end of the day, the valuable aspects of the human experience are expressed and served via relationships. I think the Master Teacher BGS, IBMOR, cited that in a video not too long ago. But when we think about relationships, and to be clear, Donovan Sharpe focuses primarily on modern monogamous based relationships. Myself, I lean more towards polyamorous relationships. Shout out to Alan Roger Currie and Mr. Locario. They have a lot of great insights on polyamorous dating and polyamorous relationship management in the modern world. Those would be different topics for another day. But when we look at what a committed relationship or commitment from a select man looks like in the modern relationship space, then we have to focus on the aspects of what makes a man select to begin with. Shout out to the Field Master Ron Wills for identifying three major aspects, or three primary aspects, which are the body game or your physical presence, your personality or your charisma, and your masculine expression or your masculinity. So your physicality, your charisma, and your masculinity. Those are the primary topics and subjects that are observed, broken down, and expressed in so many different variations, and also case studies that are brought into the select manosphere so that we can analyze together from our range of experiences and our variety of backgrounds to contribute to this evolutionary sphere of consciousness known as the select manosphere. So at the end of the day, gentlemen, whether your mission or your journey or your purpose includes having a roster, or being poly, or being a monogamous person in terms of your relationship and the type of relationship value that you expect to have from a woman or a significant other, the select man knows that the women in his life have to qualify for that role. They have to qualify for those positions, because if a man is truly seeking masculine mastery, he is doing so that he can carry out his mission as he navigates the space of life. He is not doing so to impress a woman. He's not doing so to, quote unquote, get women. Impressing women and getting women are a byproduct of his journey to masculine mastery. Shout out to Donovan Sharpe for the quotables for today's 60 seconds of Selectcellence. And as always, this is your man, Cousin T, aka the Alpha Wingman, saying, stay sharp and mission focused. Later.